What is up, YouTube? I got a request on one of my videos that I upload a Lunalight Tri-Brigade deck list, and that's exactly what we're staring at right now. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this is not the perfect list. This is just my list. I like this list. It's been doing all right for me, and I'll explain what I would and wouldn't change, right? So the first thing we got is, I'm going to go off with the Tri-Brigades. I'm rocking 3 nerval, 3 kerass, 3 kitt, 3 Fraktail. Would I change that at all? Never. I wouldn't change it at all. You want the Tri-Brigades as many as you can, because they are the cards that help you play. Next, so that's our Tri-Brigade cards, and we're also playing 3 revolt. Next, what else am I playing? I'm playing 1 Lunalight reincarnation dance and serenade dance. I'll be honest, I've drawn these and they haven't really done too much, but the deck is so consistent at what it does, I don't mind having them in my hand all the time. Like, it doesn't bother me. They're basically just in case you don't kill the person on the second turn. To be real, if a deck plays through a turn like this, they still have to get through your Tri-Brigade plays, and having like a reincarnation dance set or serenade for when you have your fusion up and they try to crash into it or something, it's kind of clutch. But let's go into our Lunalights, right? We're playing 1 white rabbit, we're playing 1 purple butterfly, 3 cats, 3 Kaleido chick, 1 crimson fox. We got 1 emerald bird, 1 yellow martin, and 1 Lunalight wolf. Those are our monsters. Now, would I change this? No. Alright, so here's the thing about Blue Cat, that people in the TCG do not respect Blue Cat. Blue Cat was one of my favorite cards in the game when I first started. Blue Cat can float into any of these, right? I'm not playing any Lunalight Tiger, but that was only because I thought it was banned. In TCG, it's banned. It's actually not banned anymore. It just got off the list today. But that's not going to be in effect for a little bit. But anyway, stupid segue. This is what I'm running for Lunalights. Blue Cat can float into your other Lunalights. It can float into itself. Oh wait, no, it can't float into itself. But it's a good card, right? Actually, no, I think it can float into itself. Once a percent of this card is destroyed by battle, you can special. Yep, it can float into itself. It can't double its own attack, but it can float into itself. So this card is really good at stalling out the game. Now, if you draw a bad hand, which rarely happens, I'm not going to say that this is the best deck in the world, but usually having Tri-Brigades in your hand makes your hand live, right? So having Blue Cat in your hand to not commit to a board is super good, because you could set Blue Cat, your opponent can go and start swinging into it, and Blue Cat could literally soak 4 attacks by itself. Now, why is it good that Blue Cat can soak 4 attacks by itself? Because you can go Blue Cat into Blue Cat into Blue Cat into Emerald Bird or Yellow Martin, right? And they'll all soak up the attacks, and then you have 4 Beast Warriors in your graveyard. So next turn, if all you have to do is get to a nerval or get to any Tri-Brigade and you're live. You can go from any Tri-Brigade into Ominous Wind and start playing from there. And honestly, once Ominous Wind starts hitting the board, Shuraig starts hitting the board, that's when you're like really able to play the game. That's when you're able to pick apart the board and control it. Okay, so for our spells, we're running 3 perfume, and 3 perfume is good, in my opinion. 3 perfume is good because you can pitch it off Twin Twisters, pop back row, and get a follow-up play, right? It doesn't +1 anything. I think it just replaces itself, because it'll +1 in a scenario like where, let's say you open kerass, or a way to get to kerass plus a Lunalight. It's good combo fodder for, like, if you did kerass pitching purple butterfly, then reborning the purple butterfly, then it's not a -1. But after it's engraved, you have to discard a card, which in this deck is not that bad because you're putting another BBW engrave, and that helps you get to your higher link climbs. Yeah, so the 3 perfume, important. I'm running 2 desires and 3 tenki. Tenki is at 1 in TCG, so if it's at 3, I'm going to play it at 3. I'm running 2 Lunalight fusions, and I'll show you Lunalight Fusion. This is okay. The reason I like this card is because it's like a worse Shadal Fusion. It's like a worse Shadal Fusion. If your opponent goes first and they set up a nuts board, you can literally activate Lunalight Fusion, and your opponent is gonna have to negate it. They're gonna do something, because once a Lunalight, like one of the extra deck monsters, hits the board, it's a presence, right? If I go Lunalight Fusion, right? Fusion summon a Lunalight monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand, field, or as fusion materials. If your opponent controls a monster that was special summoned from the extra deck, you can also use a Lunalight monster in your deck or extra deck as a fusion material, right? I can literally summon a Lunalight or not, or just activate this if I have a Lunalight in hand. My opponent is forced to respond. If they don't respond, I can automatically put Panthehr Dancer on the board, 2800 attack, can't be destroyed by card effects, and every time it beats over a monster, it gains 200 attack. This can, Panthehr Dance can out a board by itself under some conditions, and that's just one card. So I play that. I don't know if I mentioned Black Sheep at 2, but Black Sheep can't search Fusion, and that's kind of stupid. It can only add you poly, but not having Black Sheep is kind of shitty, because you can have like a Lunalight engraved that you want. Like, for example, if you pitch Wolf and you have Black Sheep in hand, he can just trade spots with that Lunalight. He can pitch himself and add the other one in hand, and that comes up sometimes, so you definitely want to do that. Or like, let's say you went like tri-brigade, 2 tri-brigades into ferijit, and then you have Black Sheep in hand. You don't want to special summon Black Sheep because he sucks ass, right? You pitch him, you get Blue Cat. Blue Cat gets special summon off ferijit, and then it targets your Lunalight Fusion. This is just a scenario that I made up on the fly, but it targets your Lunalight monster, and it doubles its attack. Now, Cat Dancer becomes a 4800 beat stick. Then you can tribute the Blue Cat on the field because you don't need it anymore, and it can attack every monster on the field twice. This card's great. These cards are really good at breaking the board. Like, if your opponent just has like my board's unaffected type shit or stuff like that, these cards can help you pick apart the board. Now, against a Drytron board or something like that, I would recommend you playing like Dark Ruler No More or something, because this deck list is not perfect. It's not. It hasn't decided what it wants to do. And what I would highly recommend is you decide what you want to do with the deck. My deck right here is like, it's going first, but it then has the Lunalights for going second. I might change this deck to being a completely going second deck, where I play Dark Ruler No More, Raigeki, Board Breakers, and just OTK. I'm still on the fence about that. But hey, this is what you asked for. This is the deck list. For my extra deck, I haven't gone over, but we're running 2 Blue Cats, 2 Panthers, 1 Saber, 1 Leo, 2 ferijit, 1 bearbrumm, 1 decode talker for I don't even know why the fuck this guy's in here. That was a mistake. 1 rugal, 1 borrelsword, 1 appalousa, and 2 shuraigs. Honestly, if you don't want this guy, the decode talker is just for like freeing up space on the board. But you can change this with any Link 3 that you want. I would recommend it being a Link 3 though. Because you're playing so many dark types with the Lunalights, you could play like, what's his face? Phantom Knight, fucking Rusty Dick. You could play Rusty Dick if you wanted to. I wouldn't, but you could, and it's all what you want to do. But what this deck is good at doing, which you've seen on my channel, is it beats the shit out of the other guy on the other side of the table. And that's the list, guys. If you have any questions or any recommendations of what you would want or you would want to see in the deck, feel free to leave a comment below. I'm always open. So I'll see you guys next time.